So, how do we handle conflict in marriage in a godly way?
In handling conflict in marriages in the godly way, especially the Christian home, you must first understand that Christ is the head of the family, even though the man is the head physically, but Jesus is the head. So you must know that whatever argument or whatever issues you have, Jesus is part of it, even though he's watching and then he's listening. So first of all, I would say that the first thing to do is to even try to resolve a conflict, the couples to pray together. Because there's one thing about prayer: when you are angry, when you are hurting, when you are in pain, and when you are very bitter and you pray, it has a way of solving and cushioning that. It takes that bitterness away. So after you have prayed, you can now take a step and now confront the issue. And you see, you speak with honesty, and then but the tone should be calm, and then it should be godly. You open up whatever the issue is. Like I said, you should know that Christ is part of the family. So as Christ is part of the meeting, whatever conversation you are having, you should know that Jesus is part. So honesty is very important. And then you are not trying to defend yourself or trying to be right. This is an issue. There is an issue which has brought the conflict. And then the purpose for that conversation is to fix it, not for someone to be right and another person to be wrong. So if you have a purpose for the meeting, you should focus on the purpose of the meeting, fixing the issue. So the couples must understand that you should not be defensive. You should try to fix the problem and solve the problem. Now, you should not try to come out as I was right. No, you should try to focus on the solution. And then the other thing couples should look at is, no matter what the issue is, there is always a solution. So the voice, the tone, the presentation. If you realize that you are too angry, you don't withdraw from the issue, but you pause. So you pause, and then after you have become calmed, you revisit the matter again. And then I think that shouting and screaming is not a way to solve issues in marriages, especially in the Christian home. Shouting has never solved any problem before. If there are issues, you sit down and then you resolve it, you speak about it, you open up, you are honest about your feelings, and then the other party should not be defensive. You should also come open up, and then at the end of the day, you arrive at something. You are not sitting on the issue because you want to catch a sinner. No, the purpose is not to catch a sinner, but the purpose is to resolve it. If you try to catch a sinner and catch a right, this one is the sinner, this one is the righteous person, you can't have a marriage. Like my father in the Lord always say, if you want to be right, you can't keep the marriage. So the question is, do you want to be right or you want to be married? So sometimes you have to choose between the two. Either you want to be married or you want to be right. If you want to be right, more grace. You will be right, but you won't have the marriage. But it is possible, to keep the marriage. None of you must be right. Just work towards in keeping the marriage. So honest communication is the bedrock in keeping marriages going. There's no marriage without conflicts, because as two people are living together, there will be conflicts. But what will actually keep that is what? Your ability to resolve that conflict every day in calm communication. Involve God, pray, remember God is part of the meeting, speak with honesty, don't be defensive, bring your anger down. If your temper is rising, you pause the meeting and then resume again another time. And then after you are done, you apologize, you forgive each other, and then you pray. In resolving conflicts, you don't bring old wounds. For example, I did something last year, and then this year I've done something again, and then we sit down to resolve this year issue, and you travel back to last year to now add. It's not like you are counting the sins of the man. You did this, I forgive you. You did this, I forgive you. You did this, I forgive you. You did this. You see, you will not forgive this one because of this four already. So you must focus on that issue at a time and forget about old wounds. Forget about what happened yesterday, because as long as you keep looking at yesterday, there's no way you get a solution to the today problem. But when you ignore and forget about yesterday and don't revisit them, it's easy to solve this. So every day should be a new day. Just like the Bible says, His mercies are new every morning. In fact, couples should show each other mercy every single day if you want the marriage to keep working. Yeah, thank you.
Amen.